Join me as I dive deep into the hidden truths of the Disclosure Project and try to expose secrets that have been kept under wraps for way too long.
We are here today to disclose the truth about a subject that has been ridiculed and questioned, denied for at least 50 years. The reason we are coming forward now is that we are asking for the U.S. Congress and for President Bush to move towards an official inquiry and disclosure on this subject.
In this video, you will explore the shocking revelations from the Disclosure Project and why they are considered a pivotal moment in the UFO disclosure movement.
That we have open, honest hearings on the subject in the U.S. Congress. That there would be a permanent ban on the weaponization of space or the targeting of any objects of extraterrestrial origin. That there be a full, complete study of classified technologies connected to this subject, specifically technologies connected to UFO and extraterrestrial vehicles.
There's been a lot of skepticism surrounding UFOs and government secrecy, and it's understandable why many people find it hard to believe in extraterrestrial encounters. But the skepticism goes beyond just the general public. Even many in the scientific community have been hesitant to give UFO sightings and alien encounters serious consideration. And when you factor in the government's history of secrecy and misinformation, it's no wonder that so many people are skeptical about the whole thing.
Subject for ridicule and a big joke actually is a serious matter which could affect the lives of all of us.
When it comes to aliens, there are some things I just can't tell you. But what is true, and I'm actually being serious here, is that there's footage and records of objects in the skies that we don't know exactly what they are.
In recent years, however, there's been a growing movement to shed more light on the subject, and one of the most significant developments has been the Disclosure Project. This initiative has brought together a group of insiders, former military personnel and government officials, who have come forward to share their own experiences and knowledge about extraterrestrial life.
The nation watched gripping testimony of UAPs and demands for greater transparency on this issue.
This was, I think, a chance for the public to hear what we as reporters had been hearing from experts like that for a long time.
Have you met with people with direct knowledge or have direct knowledge yourself of non-human origin craft?
Yes, I personally interviewed those individuals.
These witnesses aren't just anyone, they're people who have had direct involvement with UFO sightings, alien encounters, and even reverse engineering alien technology. And what they have to say is nothing short of explosive. One of the most compelling aspects of the Disclosure Project is the sheer volume of testimony from credible sources.
Yes, there have been ET visitation, there have been crashed craft, there have been material and bodies recovered.
I didn't want to look at it any longer than that because I felt that my life was in jeopardy.
Yes, there. And I knew the sergeant, he was a master sergeant. I went back and there was 5 crates there, like 5 or 6, I think it was 5. I lifted one up, and here's this body there and floating fluid. First, I thought it was a child, because it was small. Then I looked at this head and all. Right away, and this was only happening in a matter of seconds. Then I put the end back there.
You have people like Dr. Stephen Greer, a former emergency room physician who has dedicated his life to exposing the truth about UFOs, or Colonel Philip Corso, a former Pentagon official who claims to have worked on reverse engineering alien technology. And then there are the numerous pilots, engineers, and scientists who have come forward to share their own stories. All of these witnesses point to one undeniable fact, that the government has been hiding something huge from the public for decades.
The U.S. has intact spacecraft. You said that the government has alien bodies or alien species. Have you seen the spacecraft? I have to be careful to describe what I've seen firsthand and not in this environment, but I could answer that question behind closed doors.
David Grush spoke under oath. If he's lying, he's going to jail.
And it's not just the existence of extraterrestrial life, it's the extent to which our governments have been interacting with these beings, and the technology they've reverse engineered from crashed UFOs. But of all the testimony, there's one piece of evidence that stands out as particularly compelling. It's a piece of footage taken by a NASA cameraman on a space shuttle mission, and it shows what can only be described as an alien spacecraft hovering in the distance. The footage is crystal clear, and it's hard to deny what you're seeing.
Was telling.
We are being observed by some type of device which is ahead of us, far ahead of us, and is probably controlled by a highly advanced superior civilization. It has reached the point where Many people in the Air Force have the same conclusion. In fact, the Air Force at one time had a top secret estimate that these things were interplanetary spaceships.
Right now, if you
This footage is significant not just because it's concrete evidence of extraterrestrial life, but because it raises questions about what else the government is hiding from us. If they're capable of covering up something this big, what else are they hiding?
The report states that some of these uncharacterized UAP appear to have demonstrated unusual flight characteristics and require further analysis.
In conclusion, the Disclosure Project is a game changer. The testimonies of these witnesses, combined with the evidence they've presented, paint a picture of a massive government cover-up that goes to the very heart of our understanding of the universe.
The U.S. government knows something unexplained is out there. The Pentagon has until late June to tell Congress in an unclassified report what it knows about unidentified flying objects.
I know we're not alone in the universe. I know that the absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. It's evidence that has been denied to the American people. I stand before you today in my almighty God, and I tell you this. If Congress calls me in and says, will you testify in detail what you know, I stand here today prepared and ready to do just that. Governments must never lie to the people.
Thanks for watching, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on the Disclosure Project in the comments below. If you want to learn more about UFO phenomena, be sure to check out my other videos on the topic.